I was talking to this friend of mine from school recently, and he told me how we were in a club together, and there was another guy in that club. He's about 5 years older than me, about 20, 21, and now he met him recently, and he's married and he's a kid, and
Whoa, that's so young to have a kid. Did they want to have a kid, or was it a
no, I'm
accident?
pretty sure it was an accident because like I just don't think he knew about protection and stuff.
Do you guys not learn about it in Sri Lanka?
No, we learn like the basic sense of it, like like how a baby is conceived and stuff, and we're told like what not to do and stuff like that. But it doesn't really go in depth when it comes to especially at least where I am in school, because the first time I ever got the sex ed class was when I was in grade 8. So basically, the teacher came and he told us, how there were diagrams, and like, okay, so this goes in here, and then this makes that happen, and this is how baby's born. And he told us, like when we asked, okay, so how do you stop this? He said, okay, use a condom, but like,
There's other forms of contraception other than just a condom, like a morning after pill or being on the pill.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like we weren't really taught like in depth, and like so basically we were taught like what not to do, but we weren't really taught how not to do it.
Yeah,
and
like in
stuff like that.
Australia, they start talking about sex education in year 6, and they don't really shy away from talking about anything. They really get into depth about everything.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest problem, because like in Sri Lanka, talking about sex is such a it's such a it's an awkward thing. Like basically, people
Yeah.
don't enjoy talking about it, especially like with people who are way older than them. Like most of the sex that I got is from my friends, like people who I'm comfortable with speaking about. Like it's like if you have a friend who has these really cool parents, and like they'll tell them, and then that friend will come and tell you
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And
In
like
Australia, they accept the fact that we are going to be sexually active, and then they just more focused on providing us with the knowledge on how to be safe and how to not get pregnant.
yeah, that doesn't happen here, because like in if you look at like TV shows and like TV shows like in America and stuff, like a 16-year-old having sex it isn't a big deal over there.
Yeah.
But like here, if you find a 16-year-old having sex, like that guy will be judged, and those people will be almost like shunned, and like people will just not people will think very badly of that, and especially like their parents will get shamed, and it's just really odd. Like it's really old fashioned. Yeah, like I remember once I was with my friends, like we were after a rugby match, and we were walking on the road, and they actually stopped at a pharmacy, and they bought condoms because they were so interested, because they hadn't seen them before. It was like magic to them. Like they were just playing with it, with the packets and everything,
Yeah.
and it was just so weird, because that's how like little hands-on education that we get, like when it comes to stuff like this.
In my sex ed class recently in year 9, they actually gave us little diagrams of a condom and of a penis rather, and we were taught how to carefully take it out of the packet without ripping it and how to put it on, and both girls and boys learned how to do it.
Yeah. Like, if that happens, like whatever school that happens in, like it'll be like such a huge problem. Like so many people would complain about it. So many parents would get offended with the teachers and everything.
Yeah.
And it's just so bad that way. Like I get it, like especially like because teachers and students are both so shy about talking about it. Like if I were to ask my teacher, how do you stop this, instead of answering it, she or he would just step around the question and just give you just a one line answer without actually going in depth teaching about it. I mean that's what sucks, because then like people won't really learn how to be responsible when it comes to things like this, and they're gonna go ahead and then make mistakes like my friend, the guy I knew
Yeah.
in the club did.
At least in Australia, we really get taught about how to prevent things and other forms of contraception. So basically, all kids at my school, at least, were all quite knowledgeable about being safe and having sex.
That's good move for me, because like Aussie is really accepted. Like
Yeah.
people know it's gonna happen, but like here people don't even assume that it would happen, because they just think that okay, because it's such a weird thing that they won't do it until this thing.